The last letter. The rich man who regretted every dollar. He died with billions, but his only wish was to trade every single dollar for one more moment he'd thrown away. What if the very thing you chase your whole life becomes your greatest regret? Elias Thorne didn't just chase wealth, he conquered it. From the moment he stepped onto Wall Street, the thrill of the deal, the digital clang of money multiplying in his accounts, became his oxygen. His days were a blur of power lunches and late-night calls, each decision a calculated strike in the relentless battle for more. He owned penthouses that touched the clouds, cars that purred like lions, and a name that echoed in every corner of the financial world. But in the quiet hush of his sprawling, empty mansion, as the city lights twinkled like distant, uncaring stars, Elias was utterly, chillingly alone. He was a ghost in his own life. His younger sister, Sarah, a whirlwind of laughter and warmth, became a faded photograph in his mind, her calls unanswered, her messages unheard. His best friend, Mark, who once shared every secret and silly dream, slowly morphed into a distant memory, replaced by cold business contacts. And his mother, her gentle face, her kind voice, her endless supply of wisdom, they were all systematically ignored, her heartfelt letters accumulating unread in a dusty box, dismissed as distractions from the true prize: fortune, health. That was a minor inconvenience, easily fixed later, once the empire was truly untouchable. He was building his future, or so he told himself, sacrificing the present on the altar of tomorrow's billions. The years didn't just pass, they vanished, like smoke through his grasping fingers. The empire swelled, but Elias withered. His once vibrant eyes dulled, his shoulders permanently hunched under an unseen weight, and the lines on his face weren't from joy, but from constant tension. Then, one ordinary Tuesday, life delivered a brutal, undeniable truth. A searing pain, a sudden collapse. He woke up in a sterile hospital room, stripped of his designer suits, his power, his endless lists of deals. He was just an old man, fragile and utterly alone. Back in his silent, gold-plated prison, boredom, a forgotten enemy, crept in. His restless eyes landed on an old, forgotten box in his study, labeled simply, miscellaneous. Inside, beneath faded tax documents and expired passports, he found them. A stack of envelopes, their paper soft with age, each one addressed in the elegant, unmistakable handwriting of his mother. He picked up the top one, his name lovingly penned. His hands, usually so steady in the market, trembled as he tore it open. The words flowed, a gentle stream from a forgotten well. "My dearest Elias, I miss your laugh. It's been too long since we sat on the porch and just talked. Remember the tree fort we built? Your imagination was boundless." His throat tightened. Another letter spoke of Sarah's wedding, a day he'd missed for a cold, profitable merger. Another described Mark's battle with a serious illness, a time when a simple phone call, a word of comfort, could have made all the difference. And then, at the very bottom, he found it, the last letter. Sent just weeks before she passed away. "My darling boy," it began, "I watch you, making your mark on the world. You have so much, Elias. But sometimes, I worry you've forgotten what truly fills a heart. A grand house feels empty without the echo of loved ones. A full bank account can't buy back moments lost. Don't let the pursuit of gold blind you to the true treasures. They are always found in the connections, in the shared laughter, in the quiet moments of caring. Please, find your way back to what truly matters before it's too late." The letter slipped from his fingers, fluttering to the polished floor. A raw, guttural sob tore from his chest, shattering the silence of the opulent room. It wasn't the pain of his illness, but the crushing weight of regret. He saw it all now, brutally clear. The empty chairs at his lavish dinner table, the unread books, the unheard dreams, the years of his life traded for numbers on a screen. Every single dollar in his vast fortune felt like a burning brand, a reminder of a missed birthday, an unspoken apology, an unshared moment of joy. He had billions, yes, but at what cost? He had sacrificed the very essence of human connection for a mountain of green paper. He reached for his phone, his fingers trembling, to call Sarah, to find Mark. But the numbers were disconnected, the bridges burned by years of neglect. The "too late" from his mother's letter echoed in his ears, a chilling prophecy fulfilled. Elias Thorne spent the rest of his life desperately trying to repay the invisible debt he had accumulated. He poured his wealth into foundations dedicated to rebuilding families, funding community projects, and volunteering at hospices, seeking to offer the comfort he had denied those closest to him. He even learned to bake bread, just like his mother used to, finding a strange, quiet warmth in sharing simple loaves with strangers. He found a measure of peace, yes, but it was forever tinged with a profound, aching sorrow of realizing, when the clock had almost run out, that the most precious treasures in life are never found in a bank account, but in the unwavering, irreplaceable bonds we build with those we love. The enduring lesson. True wealth isn't measured in dollars, but in the love, laughter, and connections we collect along the way. Don't wait until it's too late to invest in what truly matters: your relationships, your health, and the moments that truly make life rich. Because some debts, once accumulated, can never be fully repaid.